this week's episode, we're talking all about slumber parties. We discuss our dream sleepover guests, the problems with shitting in other people's homes, getting punched in the face, and how you can bring the slumber party tour to your city. Stick around, subscribe on iTunes, and live tweet as you listen with hashtag PsychoBabble. My name is Tyler Oakley, and you are listening to Psycho Babble, an unfiltered half hour of gossip sessions, pop culture scrutiny, and stories I have never told in videos. It's not just crazy talk, it's Psycho Babble. And we're back! Hi, Korey.
Hi, Tyler.
What's up?
Just chilling.
Which is surprising because,
it's 100 degrees.
It's 100 degrees in LA, and it's a bit overwhelming, and we were not even sure if there was going to be air conditioning today in the studio.
Yeah. We had no idea. I dressed to sweat. It's like dressing to kill, but dressing to sweat.
Wait, isn't there a workout regimen called Dress to Sweat?
I have no idea, but we should
with
get
Richard
on that.
Simmons.
Really? I thought that's like sweating to the oldies.
Yep, that's it. That's what I'm going for.
You were very close.
I met Richard Simmons once.
No.
At the MTV Movie Awards.
Whoa.
He had no clue who I was, justifiably so, but his publicist did, and his publicist says, "Go over there and get a picture with him." And so he ran over. In typical fashion, we took a picture, and then I saw him on my flight back home afterward.
Did he recognize you that time?
Neither times. Neither times did he know who I was, which is just fine. But it inspired me. Growing up, my grandma would sweat to the oldies.
I think everyone's grandma did. Truly.
Don't come for my grandma. My grandma was original.
Oh, whoa. Was she? Does she prancercise? From the grave.
She's still with us. She's still alive.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come for your grandma, living or dead.
God bless.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we talking about
today, speaking of people that I once maybe had a slumber party with, we're talking about slumber parties, Korey.
Did you ever slumber party at your grandma's?
I think reluctantly.
Yeah.
She lived in a trailer. And there was not much room. And it was one of those things where if you jump hard enough, it moved a little.
Was it in Michigan?
Yeah.
I probably know where she lives.
It was now, I say the term trailer park. She literally lived in a trailer park. Not derogatorily.
No.
It was just matter of fact.
Yeah.
I stayed there. She babysat me. Now she has a different home. Onwards and upwards.
So slumber parties.
So speaking of slumber parties,
we have a big slumber party this weekend. I mean,
we do. So as you guys know, I am coming to Chicago and to Michigan for the first stops of the Tyler Oakley Slumber Party Tour.
Oh my gosh. Is Grandma coming to either of the dates?
That is very unclear.
Yeah.
I don't know if she knows about them. I don't know if I know about them. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen?
I hope she's there.
Well, the theme of the tour is slumber parties, as you guys know, which is just my way of being like, you know what? My dream is to have, an intimate, chillaxing night with my people.
I think your dream is to just be able to go on stage in, like, the most comfortable clothing you can find.
How dare you expose me?
And you were like, listen, I'm not getting dressed for this. I'm wearing PJs, slippers, bedhead.
The good thing about pajamas is they don't come in like a size 30 or 32.
Right.
They come in a size like 28 to 40.
Yes.
Like it stretches that far.
That elastic.
Which is what I'm living for.
Yeah. It makes sense. I mean,
I've worn the same pajamas since I was in like 6th grade, and they still fit. Which
know.
means I'm the same size waist. That's what that means.
I think so.
I'm still the same size.
I think the elastic is buckling.
Excuse you? Excuse you?
I think you've had those pajama pants for 7 years now.
How dare you?
At least since I've known you.
So, speaking of slumber parties, let's talk about slumber parties.
Let's do it.
Let's dive in. Did you have slumber parties growing up?
Oh, my goodness, yes. I did.
I mean, you grew up with like 10 people in your town, so slim pickings for the slumber parties.
You were going to say like you grew up with like 10 brothers, and I was going to be like, any day was a slumber party with your brothers. It doesn't count if
it's with your siblings. That's not a slumber party.
I know, but my parents would like let us all have like a friend over, and we would like have a sleepover and play video games. It's like what boys do.
please don't educate me on male culture. I'm very much a part of it, if not a forefronter.
Forefronter, yes.
I'm a forefronter.
You're a forefronter of boy culture.
You know?
Boy with an I.
B-O-I.
Yes, absolutely. Did Queen Jackie let you have sleepovers? Slumber parties?
You know, she did.
Did you have friends?
I had friends. I never had slumber parties at my place.
Oh.
My home was not the home. Because
Really?
not only did I have too many siblings and not enough junk food and limited internet access and mean parents at the time, I was just like, I was ready to get out of the house. So I did slumber parties at everyone else's places.
They were always quick to, like, send you off somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Jackie was calling up your friends and being like, you want Tyler to come stay the night?
My mom was, like, trying to get rid of me 24/7.
Oh, my gosh. Well, where would you stay?
So I would go over to my friend Eric's place. He had the perfect basement for a slumber party.
Oh, yes. I think you need a good basement for a slumber
cushions
party.
everywhere, big screen TV, video game systems. His mom would make us food. It was just a good time.
Like cookies?
Oh, what wouldn't she make? Kathy.
Oh, I need a Kathy.
She was great. She's still great, I'm sure. She's not dead either. Nobody's dead. We'll let you know if somebody's dead.
Was it just you and Eric? Were there other people?
It was me and Eric and Dolan. We were a trio.
Los Tres Amigos.
Los Tres Amigos. Well, we called ourselves, we had a few nicknames.
Really?
Huey, Dewey, and Louie is what the upperclassmen called us. I don't know.
You do look a little DuckTales right now.
Thank you. I don't know what that means or implies. We also had the nickname Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Have you ever heard of that?
I don't even know what any of that means.
I think it was like a God verse. It was like and by that I mean like a Bible.
A God verse.
Here's the thing, because we were all in choir, and there was a song. We sang a song with those names in it, and it's about like these three characters from the Bible. Listen, I know nothing about the Bible.
This is
except this.
I don't know.
I was Shadrach.
Which one? How do you even spell that?
Shadrach. Shadrach.
I don't even understand that at all.
Neither do I.
Did you guys have T-shirts?
We may have.
To let you
that
know
is 100% something that we would do.
You should get them for Christmas this year.
Me, Dolan, and Eric, we had nicknames. Who were your best friends? Did you have nicknames with them?
Not really.
Snorri Boy.
No, I didn't. It's like we just hung out and we're normal.
Interesting. Well, we had slumber parties, the three of us, and did you ever sneak out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Me and my brothers, and like when cousins or friends or whoever would sleep over, we were the kids in high school that always TP'd other houses.
See, okay. My friends would do the same thing, and I would be so nervous. I would be nervous. And I would not leave. I would literally stay in the basement.
No.
And I would set up like pillows underneath blankets so that it looked like I wasn't alone, and so that if parents were to come downstairs, I'd be like, they're sleeping. Because I was too nervous to get in trouble. I was like not a bad kid.
Did they ever get in trouble?
No.
Well, you had nothing to worry about. See, we never got in trouble either.
Listen,
we TP'd like teachers.
Better safe than sorry. No, I was so terrified of TPing, and other people would do like the forks in the lawns.
Yeah.
I would not do that.
We didn't get wind of that until like later on, and we were like, we should. Yeah,
you went to high school before they had plastic forks.
Do you want? It's true. Do you want to know what we did that was like terrible?
No.
When we were, and this is not a joke, when we were TPing people, we would also occasionally buy feminine products and like spray ketchup on them and like stick them to like trees and windows.
You need Jesus.
I mean,
you need Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
I think so. That was like, I think of it now, and it was an awful thing to do.
You know, I'm trying to remember. There was a time when my senior year, all the boys in drama club were having a slumber party, and all the girls were having a slumber party.
Oh my gosh!
And the girls came over and put bologna on all of our cars, which like
doesn't that take paint off?
It literally take paints off. Take paints off? It takes paint off.
You know, nothing sounds worse than like a drama club sleepover.
How dare you?
I feel like it's a lot of big personalities like trying to put on skits and like plays.
Speaking of which, when I was in 5th grade, my good friend Korey Jorgensen,
hey Korey,
she and I had the same birthday.
Whoa!
And we were obsessed with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat,
as we all were.
This was when I was in love with Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
Not that I'm still not, but this is when I was like discovering my love for men and Donny Osmond,
and specifically Donny.
So at our slumber parties, we would always have Josephine the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, the movie, on, but we would perform it ourselves.
This sounds
for ourselves.
awful.
Listen, this is what drama kids do.
I feel like it's like a lot of personalities.
It was just the two of us. Nobody was watching. Nobody else was participating.
Did you play Joseph?
I played many roles.
I would hope so if it was just two of
Yeah,
you.
we knew every line, every word of every song, every character.
Oh my goodness. If you could have a sleepover like nowadays with celebrities, would you? A.
Yeah.
And B, who would you invite?
Oh my gosh. Julie Chen.
Oh my God, she would be
Obviously.
a great sleepover.
Because imagine her in like pajamas.
I picture her wearing the silkiest like pajamas, not like a tank, but like those like a full length like
a full-length cami.
I don't even know what that is.
Like a cami with spaghetti straps.
Oh yeah, but like silk.
Like a silk? Like a
Her
red silk.
Her hair is pulled up into like a tight bun.
What color silk?
Red. Oh gosh, not red. I mean, oh, like a blood orange.
Oh.
With ladybug on it.
A ladybug back red.
Yes, yes, because I think the blood orange and the ladybug together would like create a whole new color. Yeah, don't you think?
Who else would I have at a slumber party? I would want Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh my gosh. Are you just doing like a whole talk show like slumber party?
I mean, I can't help it that I love talk show host women.
Yeah.
Who would you have?
Oh, I would have Courtney Cox. She would be a who?
Gail Weathers?
The Gail Weathers.
Oh my
We would
gosh.
watch Scream.
Which
all
Scream?
Of them, all four. In order.
All four?
Yeah.
Even number 3?
Yes, I have them on Blu-ray.
You would waste your time watching 3 again.
I mean, listen, it's an all-night slumber party. It's me and Courtney Cox.
So you have to fill it? Why don't you just watch Scream 4 times?
True.
It's that good.
We're going to be eating popcorn, drinking wine.
You know what I think is the most boring thing about you? That popcorn is your favorite food.
I was going to say the sad thing was like 8 ideas came to mind. And then I was like,
what are some of the most boring things about you? Tell me.
God, that I like popcorn, apparently.
Yeah.
You really just hate that.
Let's do a whole episode about things we hate about each other. Like an airing of grievances.
Oh, I've got a list right here.
Oh, you what? Stay tuned, subscribe. That's coming, I'm sure, someday.
Gosh.
Wait, that's not a bad idea. That's fun.
Yeah, we could just like bully each other right from across this little table.
So it'll be like normal, but with like in a
Audience.
studio. Yeah.
And they
Cool.
could tweet along and vote. Who's more boring?
It's not just boring things. It's just like actual things we hate.
It's not just boring, it's Psycho Babble.
I hate
Get that
you.
promo.
Now, if we were to have a slumber party nowadays, would you mess with a Ouija board? Are you afraid of that shit?
You know, me and Courtney Cox. And who else would be at my slumber party? You know, I was going to say Drew Barrymore, but I guess I'm just having like a Scream.
Yeah, don't come for me with my talk show host if you're just going to have a Scream reunion.
So me and Drew and Courtney are playing Ouija
What about
boards for
David?
sure. No, they had a divorce.
So I would invite him just to see the drama.
They have a child. I'd invite Coco Arquette.
That is not a human's name.
That's their baby. The sad thing is I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Okay, well, maybe the child can decide for themselves.
Right.
Korey,
so
Kuhl.
me and Drew and Courtney and Coco, the 4 of us are definitely playing on a Ouija board.
Okay.
Did you do that at slumber parties?
Yeah, but I had the worst friends, like the type that would like mess with it and like move it and like make it say something themselves.
We for sure. I mean, everyone was always promising that they weren't moving it. My oldest brother Jason.
That's the whole point of the game.
No. My oldest brother Jason was very adamant about the Ouija board being real and like it actually spelling things and like ghosts. We just had like a.
I didn't fuck with that
Conjuring.
shit. No, absolutely not. When I was younger, we would have slumber parties. Even when I'm trying to think, back in middle school, I would have slumber parties with the kids in my neighborhood. And even then, I guess we were theatrical because we would make our own like short movies.
Oh my gosh.
Back in the day. Why? I had a lot of performance to get out of me.
See, that's the difference between your childhood and mine because like we didn't have cameras when I was a kid.
Oh, so my neighbor Kelsey, she had a camera.
I picture you with like a flip phone, whereas like my dad would record us with this. Like,
No,
big
she had like a
shoulder.
camcorder. She had a camcorder, and I remember once we made a script for. You remember the movie Open Water?
Wait, I saw that at MSU. It was one of the like
Okay, well, while you were seeing it in college, I was watching it in like middle school because that's when it came out, same time.
Open water.
Open water. We thought, you know what the world needs is an open water sequel.
There is an open water sequel.
Well, we wrote it before it came out.
You need to get those royalties.
Wait, they stole the idea from us. I didn't know there was an open water 2.
Of course there is.
Okay, well, what's the premise of open water?
The people get in the water, they're scuba diving, the boat leaves. They like come back up and they're like, "Where'd the boat go?
Where'd the boat go?"
And they're like, "I just got left in this open water."
Yeah, so we made
goes all downhill.
We made a
from there.
sequel, Open Water 2. I don't remember the plot of it, but we definitely recorded it. It's somewhere in the world. I'll have to reach out to Kelsey and see if she still has it.
Please do. I mean, I would love to see Open Water 2 and see how much the actual production like version of it
Imagine if they like
off.
stole all of our ideas.
They did.
Like somebody was peeking through the window.
You know that's
in
happened
mid-Michigan.
to me.
That's happened to you?
Mrs. Doubtfire 2 stole the sequel from my Twitter feed.
Okay, also, Mrs. Doubtfire 2 isn't a thing.
It was going to be.
Yeah, until...
He passed away.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Well, I can only think of one person who would have a reason to make that production end. Korey.
No, I was gonna sue and collect royalties.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just missed out on tons of money.
I did.
If you could make any sequel, what would you make?
Oh my gosh. Really though?
Yeah.
Scream 5.
Oh my god, my body's ready.
Or Mean Girls 2.
No, it already exists.
No, but like with the actual cast.
I remember when Mean Girls actually came out, and I think that was like at a slumber party when I first watched it.
See, I would love to hear your first Mean Girl story because I was a freshman in college.
Yeah, I was like in 8th grade or 7th grade.
Maybe a sophomore, yeah.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't get any of the references because I was like, oh, this is high school. This is my future.
That's so sad.
It is sad.
Did you ever tell scary stories at sleepovers?
No.
You don't seem like the type who would enjoy a scary story.
No, I wouldn't.
You never like sat around like a campfire with
No.
like a... Did your dad ever do that?
No. None of these things happened. I think I had a deprived childhood.
I think this is why you hate getting scared like nowadays. Like when I hide in your apartment and like jump out and scare you.
These are the things that I hate about you. So wait for the episode where
like,
I list things that I hate.
Again, going back to things you hate about me. We would always do that. We would like stay up late, tell scary stories, play with a Ouija board, sleep on the trampoline.
See, we had a neighborhood trampoline. And by that I mean my family was poor, and so we went to the like neighbor's trampoline and laid on it when they weren't home.
Were you allowed to wait, you just laid on it?
Yeah.
Or played on it?
Oh my, I don't want to play. I just want to lay.
I think
That's my life motto.
Literally the epitome of your life is that you go over to someone's trampoline and instead of jumping on it and exercising, you just lay. What
Listen,
are you?
I was a fat kid and you know it.
Was this trampoline like one of the ones that was like, okay, only 2 people allowed to jump at once? Or was it one of those like bad parents who let like
It was a bad parent.
15 kids jump
It was a
at
bad
once?
parent, yeah.
We had a trampoline.
Tell me about it.
And my mom would only let 2 at a time, maybe 3.
Boring.
But when she was gone, the whole neighborhood would come over. You know how many kids broke their arms on our trampoline?
No, I don't know. Wait, on your trampoline? Mm-hmm. How many?
I think 2.
That's not like a give or take.
I know.
2 is a very solid
I'm blanking
number.
right now because my brother once had this like girlfriend who was like a family friend who broke her arm, but I just remembered it was because she jumped out of his car while it was moving.
Cool.
Like, doesn't that sound like a great idea?
I hate mid-Michigan.
I mean, it's such a boring city that you just drive around and decide, if we're going 10 miles per hour, can I jump out of this car?
You know, I'm going to leave that topic and go somewhere else.
Are you afraid it's encouraging people to jump out of cars?
I'm not even thinking about it. Remember in college when we used to have slumber parties?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I have a story.
What?
It's like caught on video. It's like our first collab.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Where you're like begging to sleep over at my dorm room.
Let's not rewrite history.
Oh, it's captured on film.
It's not. I'm not begging. I'm begging the question. Why can't I just sleep in your bed?
And that was like the most awkward thing our friendship's ever endured.
Except for the fact that I was wearing like a vest
You
with
were
a
wearing
V-neck.
a tech vest?
No, I was wearing like a vest for some reason.
Like a vest. Was it your best vest?
It was my best vest. Simply only the best.
I just remember I was on duty because that's why I was in the dorms hanging out with the freshmen.
How dare you?
I will be dared. And you were like hanging out playing video games in my room while I was doing rounds. And then when I got back, you were like, why can't I just sleep here? What were you up to? Why were you like insisting?
I had no friends. You were my only friend.
So you wanted to just like have a sleepover?
If you haven't seen the video, it's called I'm Never Uploading This Video. I wish I had followed my own title's instructions.
That's an iconic video. We had Honey and Boo.
It was our first collab.
Is it?
Yeah.
Our very first.
Our very first. It was, yeah.
I think you got a bloody nose during it.
No, you made fun of me for getting bloody noses.
Now tell me why you always get bloody noses.
I'm a bleeder.
Now, when you had
the first line of my OkCupid profile, I'm a bleeder.
Whoa, no wonder you're single.
Don't come for me. How dare you?
You go to sleepovers as a child and get bloody noses? Or, like, when did this happen?
It was, like, my thing. You know how, like, you have a thing, like, you're tall. Like, that's your thing.
Yeah.
My thing, I didn't have many things. My thing was I would always get bloody noses.
I don't understand that problem. You just bled.
Maybe the air was dry. Maybe I am a fragile boy. Maybe I was picking my nose too hard. What other reasons could there be for me getting so many bloody noses?
I have no idea, but I'm very curious.
Maybe I had too much blood.
Did you ever get punched in the nose? Do you want to get punched in the nose?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. That's the second part of your OkCupid profile. I'm a bleeder. Don't threaten me with a good time. Please punch me in the nose.
Punch me in the nose. Just a simple request. Have you ever had a black eye?
Yeah.
Me too. Cool. Let's leave it at that. Let's not get into it.
Have you ever had two black eyes?
No.
Do you wanna?
Maybe.
So what you're saying is you like to have sleepovers where you get beat up.
This is getting too real.
Have you ever... Now, have you ever, like...
Have you ever made somebody, like, have you ever put somebody's hand in water to make them pee while they're sleeping at a slumber party?
I feel like, okay, so once we...
Or have you ever just peed at a slumber party?
Yeah, all the time.
Once at a slumber party? You know when you have to, like, shit at somebody else's house?
It's very nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking. Things that can go wrong while you're shitting at somebody's house, go.
Oh, clog the toilet?
Clog the toilet.
Shit yourself.
Shit yourself. No toilet paper.
I imagine for some reason someone trying to flush their underwear down the toilet and it getting clogged.
Been there.
That's worse than clogging the toilet is flushing your underwear and causing that to clog the toilet.
Or while all that's happening, somebody's knocking on the door. Like, hurry up in there, I have to pee.
Yeah. And they they know what you're up to in there because you've been gone for 5 minutes.
And like you're flushing 3 times, and it's just like,
my gosh.
Like what could you possibly be doing there?
Was that why you never got invited to sleepovers?
No, I was always invited.
What did you think could go wrong while you're in there?
Oh, well, what couldn't go wrong?
Everything.
Korey? What if you're plunging and then the plunger breaks?
I don't think that's ever happened. They make those sturdy, you know.
I'm a strong boy. Not saying that it's ever happened.
So, but did you put your hand in the like water thing? Not the.
What are you talking? Like reaching into the toilet?
No,
playing with poop?
No, like the first one to fall asleep gets her hand.
Oh, I thought you were literally asking me still on the topic of shitting in somebody's at home.
You know, as much as I love talking about poop and poop jokes, that I was just trying to segue back to like peeing.
No, I don't think that ever happened to me. Or if it did, I didn't wake up and I just pissed myself.
Now, did you ever have somebody freeze your bra while you were at a sleepover?
Yes. Yep. I feel like I've put somebody's like clothes in the freezer before.
What? Why were they out of them?
Like, I don't know. Logistics.
This is a good question.
I doubt that it's going to be, but let's go.
Now, you know when you have a sleepover and it's like a big birthday party, did you ever go to one or have one where one of those like kids that had to be invited got invited?
I think I was that kid. If the answer is no, then that means I was that kid.
And everyone's kind of looking around like, why is Tyler here?
No.
I can't wait.
I was the life of the party. I brought the show tunes.
You were Donny Osmond.
Listen.
Did they ever like draw on your face or like...
I don't think so. Did you ever do like a makeover?
No, I never needed one.
How dare you? Well, this is actually an intervention.
Yeah. Oh, for me to have a makeover?
Don't be so excited. This is an insult.
No, I was not excited.
Stacey and Clinton, do you want to come in?
Oh, my God.
What would you do?
I would live for them. Does she still have that gray stripe in her hair?
Does she ever? Now it's not voluntary. Okay, so let's talk about recent years. Have you had a slumber party recently?
I mean, technically, I guess. A few weekends ago, a bunch of us went on a houseboat in like Lake Shasta or Shasta, however you want to say it.
I'm not familiar.
It's a few hours north of San Francisco. And it was just like 13 gays, 2 girls on a 2-story houseboat.
Were you one of the gays or the girls?
Who can never be sure. It was just trouble. I mean, I think that's the way slumber parties work. The older you get, the more trouble is involved. Mm-hmm. It was a boat. We were on a lake. It was lots of swimming and drinking and playing games.
Nowadays, not that we're older, I think the slumber parties take a different turn. It's like a lot more adult. But when I was younger, slumber parties were all about like finding a new MySpace theme.
What?
Literally. Or a new LiveJournal theme. Or like making a new screen name. You know what? Here's what we did at slumber parties for real. We would make new screen names and just mess with our friends. We had a friend.
Like on AIM?
Yes. Kids don't even know what that is. We had AIM. And
it's an instant messaging service.
I had a friend named Kevin Worthington.
Kevin.
We decided we were going to mess with Kevin Worthington that night. And so we got a new screen name named Kevin Wathington. And we just messaged him all night. And he's like, who is this? And so that was our version of pranking someone. All this slumber party talk is just making me so excited for the slumber parties this weekend. Yeah. Korey, you're going to be there.
I am. I don't know what pajamas I'm wearing yet.
Wait, I haven't figured that out either. I know I want to wear like a onesie.
I thought you've had the same pajama pants for 19 years.
Listen, I may have outgrown them. They may be a little holy.
I feel like they're actually, because you've had them for 19 years, the waist still fits, but they now have turned into capri pajama pants.
Which is my favorite type of pajama pant.
Yeah, love showing off a good ankle.
Oh, my ankles are simply the best.
Simply the best. Like the Tina Turner song.
Right, that's what I was getting at. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we have the slumber parties this weekend, and we might be coming to more cities. And if you want us to come to another city, how can they tell us if they want us to come to their city, Korey?
I guess, like, tweet at us.
Tweet us with what hashtag?
OpenWater2.
Hashtag OpenWater2. The number, not the word, right?
And then, like, their city.
Oh, my gosh.
I would love to see OpenWater2 in Phoenix.
Okay. Wait, maybe we'll perform it at a tour date. OpenWater2, coming to a city near you.
A small skit involving us.
Oh, my gosh.
And people just throwing buckets of water at us.
Well, this weekend's going to be fun. We got shenanigans, we got surprises, we got pranks, we got stories. We got a lot coming. Games.
Yeah.
Just, if you're coming, let us know with the hashtag OpenWater2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see everyone. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. I'm ready to go back to the Midwest.
Okay, well, before we go, Korey, how can people find us?
They can find us online. I am Korey Kuhl everywhere. It's KoreyKuhl.
And you can find me, Tyler Oakley, everywhere. TylerOakley. If you want to tweet at us, do that, and we will love you forever.
Yeah.
But if they want to find the next episode of Psycho Babble or previous episodes, where can they find it, Korey?
Oh, on iTunes. Mm-hmm. And hopefully they've clicked the subscribe button.
Right. And while they're there, give us a rating.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be fun.
Leave a little comment. I was reading those, to be honest.
Wait, yeah, I was reading all the ratings because you can leave like a review of the podcast. I want to see some funny reviews. Leave us a funny review, and maybe we'll read a funny review next time.
Someone said I had a very sexy radio voice.
It was probably my mom.
It was actually
my mom thirsty for you.
It was actually me from Kevin Wathington. Screen name.
Kevin Wathington left you that?
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Kevin Wathington. But yeah.
Cool. Okay, that was fun. Maybe we'll have a slumber party with you guys soon. Korey, let's have a slumber party this weekend. Want to?
You and I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm busy.
That's so rude. Okay, well, good luck with your life. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Later.